What's up, y'all? It's Jason Ricci, and welcome back to Free Friday. So today, y'all, we're going to be talking about traditional approach to first position. So I'm jamming out to this butternote, low, fulsome, Reconsider Baby groove in G. It's very nice tempo for learning today, so this is where we're going to stay. So we're going to go over why to play in first position and what to play. Okay, so let's start with a look at the first position scale. I like to call it the first position blues scale, but it's not really in any particular scale. It's the closest thing we can get to a blues scale or a minor pentatonic scale without having the flatted third in either the first or the second octave. So we're just going to look at it as a cool lick that you can play and rearrange, or we can look at it as the first position blues scale, the bottom octave blues scale. So let's take a listen. It starts on 4 blow, then it drops down to 3 draw, and we're going to bend that a half step. Now, we'll talk about the bends on the 3 later, but then we're going to go down to the 2 draw, then we're going to go all the way down to the 2 draw double bend, and then we're going to play 2 blow instead of 1 over blow. That would give us the flatted third. So we're going to hit that major third on 2 blow, and then resolve on 1 blow. So here's what it sounds like. Four blow, 3 bend, 2 draw, 2 double bend, 2 blow, 1 blow. So that's basically all you really are going to need on the 1 chord and on the 4 chord, right? So you can just move those around any way you want. You just want to avoid that 1 draw. So let's talk about some extra notes. So the first note is a 1, the 4 blow. So if I was going up, actually playing the major scale, that would be the 8th note of the major scale, or the 1. I'm on a G harp, by the way, guys. Then I'm dropping down to that 3 half-step bend. That's giving me the flatted 7. That's a blue note. So I'm going to want to milk that on both the 1 chord and the 4 chord. And then I'm dropping down to 2 draw. That's the 5th, the 5. Which is going to come in really handy on the 5 chord. Now, I'm skipping over the flatted 5th, okay, but I'm kind of playing it when I'm improvising. I'm sure you can hear that. So it's the 2 draw half-step bend. It's very expressive. And the cool thing is I can go all the way from the 5 down to the 4 and hit every microtone in between. It's really the big advantage of this position. You're not going to get a ton of licks like you can get in cross harp or 3rd position or 12th position or even 4th and 5th. But what you're going to get is some very, very vocal sounding expressiveness. Okay, so you have that flatted fifth and then the fourth. So 5, flatted 5, and then 4, and then 3, and then 1. So it's like a blues scale, except you got a major third. So you're just going to want to play with that. Now, there's some great guys to listen to. You're going to want to listen to Sonny Boy. You're going to want to listen to, of course, Jimmy Reed. All right, you're going to want to listen to Big Walter, even Little Walter. What do I mean, even Little Walter? Of course, Little Walter's got some first position stuff there. But for modern guys, I don't think you're going to do any better than the great Mitch Kashmar. I don't think anybody plays this position in blues any better than Mitch. I think Mitch is the best. All right, we'll get into more of why Mitch is cool. But you want to talk about that microtonal stuff. So before we go up to the top octave, we're going to just skip the middle octave, right? Because there's no expressiveness in there, right, at all. You got that. Okay, so I in order to get the flatted 7, I'd have to overblow 6. And then just to do what I did down bottom. And I'd also have to overblow 5 to get the flatted 5. There's the blues scale in the middle octave if you're using the overblows. But we're just going to skip over that, right? It's just not as expressive as... Okay, what was that? All right, let's talk about that, okay? So from the flatted 7, I can go right to the major 7, the 3 drop. It's not a blues note, okay? It's not a note you hear in blues. But we're going to treat all these notes, except for the 3 half-step bend. We're going to treat all of the bends on 3 and the 3 natural the same way that like a slide guitar player just kind of goes like the guy with the beer bottle, and then the beer boils over and everybody goes crazy, right? We're going to do like kind of a very vocal, like a laughing hyena type of thing, or a crying baby, or something saying mama, right? So we're going to go. So I'm not really doing anything very musical, although it's very musical, right? But I'm not like thinking about what these notes are. But I mean, if you want to know, it's a major 7, a flatted 7, a 6, and then a sharp 5 or flatted 6. So I can just use them kind of expressively, like back and forth, like. And I'm using that hand wah, and I like to cut, this is how like Little Walter held it. That's what Madison Slim told me. And then this hand goes in there, makes an airtight seal. You could pour water in it. And then I just kind of pivot off the bottom. You can do it different ways. You can do it this way. Right, so there's the bottom octave. Let me play over the butter note a little bit, just using the bottom octave. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let me tell you some more about what's going on. So, on the 4 chord, I'm accentuating the 4 because the 4 is 2-draw double bend. So this particular song has a quick 4, so you hear me playing. Right, so I'm accenting that 4. Right, I can do anything I want as long as I get that 4 in there. Now here comes the 5. Now does that sound familiar? Sound like cross harp? Okay, on the 5 chord, the root of 5 is 2 draw, or 6 blow, or 9 blow. So what can I do, right? I can play in cross harp. It's only 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any cross harp licks will work on the 5 chord in first position. Any cross harp arpeggios of that chord, of the 1 chord in cross harp, will work on there. Any cross harp scales, blue scale, right? Major pentatonic, Egyptian minor. Right, you might not want to put that one in. All right, but anyway, so that's it. So on the 1 chord, I'm using this scale, right, that lick, and I'm just kind of improvising, changing it up. Four. Just grabbing it. 1. Going to cross harp on 5. Okay, so you dig where I'm going with this? But a good way to start with this is to just start hitting the roots, right? So let's just do that. Here we go. Root of 1, root of 4. 7, couldn't resist. 4, 1. 5, 4. Now, oh. Let's talk about the top octave. Up here, you get all the blue notes, every single one of them. Great place to start is with an easy Jimmy Reed lick. So we're gonna go 9 blow, 9 blow bend, 8 blow, 7 blow. One of the cool things to do in this position is to slide underneath the notes. So start with a little bit of a 9 blow bend. And then bend it back down. Drop down to 8 and then 7. Just whip by 8 on your way to 7 and you'll get it. Now, if you want to be nasty about it, you can put in the blue third, the flatted third, right? You can put in that note by bending 8. So that's the first time you can get that note without overblowing. You're blow bending, not overblowing up there. Cool. Now, the flatted 7 and another high octave of 1 is on 10 blow and 10 double bend blow. There's 9 blow, here's 10. Now if I bend that down, there's my flatted 7. So I can actually go up, okay, to a major 7 and get this kind of like, there it is. If you're wondering about that vibrato, it's that jaw vibrato. I talk about it in my video, 3 different types of vibrato, linked below. This is where Mitch Kashmar is so amazing at this. This is where Mitch is so amazing, is he gets these little microtonal bends in between half steps. So, I mean, in between 8 blow and 8 blow bend, there's only 1 bend. In between 9 blow and 9 blow bend, there's only 1 bend. But Mitch hits those little notes that are actually notes in India that are not notes here. They're not on a piano. Little microtonal dips. And Mitch will kind of just dance with them. Very, very, very pretty, right? Okay, so a trill and then bending the trill. I'm playing 9 and 8 back and forth and then bending 9 and 8. All right, YouTube. Well, that's it. First position for dummies. Go nuts, kids. Stay tuned for the credits. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Free Fridays right here on YouTube. Subscribe today. Click the subscribe button for hundreds of free harmonica lessons. If you like what I'm putting down and you'd like to support the cause, go the extra mile, be sure to visit my Patreon page. Patreon patrons, thank you very much. You're making these lessons an absolute priority in my life. No matter how busy I get, a free lesson happens every Friday. For as low as $1 a month, that's 25 cents a lesson, you can become a Patreon patron. If you're doing a little better and you can donate more, that's great. Every time you become a Patreon patron, you're helping somebody else out there that doesn't have a credit card, that doesn't have $1 a month, to continue to get free harmonica instruction and much, much more. Remember, we got product reviews here on this channel. We do videos on addiction and bipolar disorder. We got blues stories. We got performance videos and everything right here on Jason Ricci's YouTube. Subscribe today. I'd like to thank Hohner Harmonicas, and I'd like to thank Blue Moon Harmonicas, making custom parts for any harmonica that you might have at home. Blue Moon has got you. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, pedals, amplifiers, microphones, you name it, much more. Right here out of Louisiana, the Lone Wolf Blues Company is bringing you the best in customer service for almost any kind of amplified blues harmonica needs that you may have. Speaking of amplifiers, Harp Gear amplifiers, check them out. The very best Harp Gear, right out of Ocala, Florida. I got a website, www.mooncat.org. Check me out on mooncat.org. I got tour dates happening all over the place. I'm going all over the country this year, playing tour dates with J.J. Appleton, with Damon Fowler, with J.P. Soares, with my own band, with Joe Crown, all kinds of people. www.mooncat.org. T-shirts, lesson information, all of that. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We do this every single Friday, and then every now and then I throw you some more stuff right here at Jason Ricci's YouTube. A Mooncat, love and appreciate all y'all. Thank you.